I can't emphasize the importance of stretching enough. It's not that you necessarily need to get more flexible. We all start our life off as flexible as we need to be, and we lose it as we go. So the emphasis is just doing it at a young age will allow you to continue to maintain that flexibility forever. And without getting too sciencey on you, if you've ever flicked a rubber band, anybody ever used a Hornet where you do the rubber band and you flick the little piece of paper at people in class? If you've ever done that, you probably have noticed that there's certain rubber bands that are the best rubber bands to really get somebody with. If you have a rubber band that's too short, it won't go very far. If you have a rubber band that's too spongy and too long, it also won't go very far. So you gotta have that perfect relationship of being able to stretch it and then have power to shoot it. Same exact thing goes with your muscles. So I can't emphasize enough, flexibility is not just an injury prevention thing, because I know injury prevention isn't exciting. Flexibility is also a power production thing. So if you want to be strong, if you want to be powerful, if you want to jump high, you need to maintain that flexibility. First one, worst stretch in history is the touch your toes. It's not a good hamstring stretch. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to do a seated hamstring stretch. So seated hamstring stretch, we're going to pull that one leg in, and we're going to do it a little bit different than most people do. So we're going to raise our hands in the air and then try to touch your stomach to your thigh. And you will feel a much bigger hamstring stretch than you're used to getting. So hands in the air, try to touch stomach to your thigh. You probably won't make it very far. That is our hamstring stretch. Our butterfly stretch, we're pulling the feet together. We're trying to flatten our knees out, and we're sitting tall on this one. Our figure four stretch, there's two ways to do this. So number one, we can make kind of a half of a letter A here in front, pull around our other leg and back, and we're going to lean straight out over the front shin. All right, we're not going to lean out over our knee because that is a stretch, but it's a different stretch than what we're doing right now. We're going to lean straight over the front shin. Some of you may be able to put your face on the floor. That's great. If you can't, this is good as well. You just want to go until you feel a nice stretch. The other way with our figure four is we're going to put our foot on top of our knee and lay back. And what we can do is reach through the gap, grab the back of our opposite thigh, and then pull it into us. And that's our other version of the figure four stretch. And then last one, the sideline quad stretch. I prefer this to standing up because when you do it standing up, you spend too much time trying to figure out how to balance and not enough time stretching. So we're just going to lie on our side. We're going to pull back, pull on that quad. If you want to get a little bit more out of it, you can always just take it back behind you a little bit more. So you can pull your whole leg back instead of just your foot.